Hey guys, Booligan here with Booligan Shooting Sports. Today, doing a quick video update on a couple of my interesting 3D printed firearm designs, in particular some that are designed after guns from video games. If you're familiar at all with the channel in the last month or so, you know about my Halo Magnum. This is a Glock 19 based 3D printed frame that resembles the famed Halo Magnum pistol. I've already done a full length video on this, so I don't need to, rehash that completely, but just wanted to give an update on it and let you guys know that this is just about ready for the range. In my last video, we have the rear, this slide cover, we have the rear kind of figured out pretty well. There is a, little plate that is extended there, locks in place, and then a cross pin that goes through it. The big question was retaining it up front, and I had kind of messed around with a couple of different options, including just using a factory front sight, but that's a plastic front sight, and I didn't like that. So I redesigned the front to use a suppressor height steel front sight and an extended screw that then locks this cover in place at the front. This is extremely solid on here, and I don't really have any concerns about this coming off. However, this is why we test, this is why we do off-axis testing when we shoot. But this guy is pretty much ready to go to the range. The controls are familiar to anybody that's used a Glock. It's just a super cool design. Obviously, yes, some people have said, hey, this trigger guard is completely unsafe and it's a massive hazard. You're gonna get your hand underneath that. And there's a hump there that where your hand is, so that you're probably not gonna get your hand stuck under the trigger. You kind of have to do some things wrong. And also it's not hard to grab this and keep your finger completely away from the trigger. However, nobody should be carrying this thing. This isn't exactly a, carry conceal weapon. This is a range toy, and as such, giving it a little allowance to be more in-game accurate and a little bit more dangerous for for art's sake. So this guy, that's your update on that. This is your first look on this. So I'm part of a Springfield XD beta test group with AWCY, with RE-45. And of course I'm me, and I can't just beta test a normal frame. So someone in one of my teasers of the frame mentioned that the RE-45 pistol from Apex Legends and then later on from Titanfall sort of almost looks like it's based off of a Springfield XD. So I ran with that idea, and I put together this is a very rough, not well printed prototype just for fitment testing and for function testing of my interpretation of an RE-45 type pistol. Now, unfortunately, we're still working on the 45 frame. So this is on an XD9 parts kit. So I guess we can call it the RE9 because it's not a 45. And it has, obviously, again, a printed frame. And up front, you've got this, kind of meat tenderizer compensator block. These are all, like I said, first prototype pieces. That's why there's some kind of rough overhangs there. I haven't done any finish sanding on it. It just looks kind of rough, mainly to see if it functions. The compensator up front is not currently attached. How it will attach is to the frame using some M3 hardware. So you can just kind of pull off now. So without the compensator, it's still kind of cool looking frame. Just cool design, kind of looks nice. But the compensator up front is obviously going to be a wear item on this because it's printed. It may fail completely on one shot. I don't really know. I haven't messed around too much with printed compensators. But I designed it so that if and when this fails catastrophically, you can replace this without replacing the whole frame. But it would lock on the front and kind of self-aligns using these little wings and then that post in the middle, and then would screw in the front. That way you could also easily remove it to remove the slide for cleaning. So we'll talk more about this as this gets a little bit further in the process. But this guy, once I get the hardware in there, this is ready for the range as well. So we're gonna have a range video here. I am going on vacation next week, so I might try to get out to the range before then with this and a couple of other things just to do some testing and see what happens, but no guarantee that I'll be able to get out before my vacation. So you guys are unfortunately going to have a little bit of a lack of Booligan shooting sports content here for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, just kind of wanted to let you guys know a little bit about what I'm working on, some of the updates on some of the projects, and you know, hopefully get you guys excited about some of this stuff. So stay tuned for more on these. And in the comment section, tell me, which one do you like more? Do you like the Halo Magnum, or do you like the RE-9? Put your comment in there. And of course, thanks for watching.